Hello and welcome back everybody to a slowly industrializing Japan. We have the Shogunate out of government. Technically he is still the head of state. We're trying to reduce his clout so that he is no longer a giant douchebag and getting in our way. So we are ignoring his restore serfdom because he's no longer causing a revolution, which is good. We're trying to enact public schools. We're trying to actually feed people. Look, I'm even putting food in cans so that we can give it to people. And we're going to be producing some more livestock because apparently people want meat. They're not happy with just rice and bread anymore. They need meat. GDP is up. I like seeing GDP is up. I'd like if we could tax everybody a bit more as well. Price of iron's down. Price of porcelain is basically the same. It didn't really need to tell me that. What we need more food again. So we will do the needful and build some more farms. I need to stop running a deficit. This is a very bad idea. In search of a better life. Kyushu gains less migration attraction. I'm not using any decrees. I do want the industrialists to be happy. They're very happy right now. We have both their bonuses. The only bad bonus we have is from the military. I spoke too soon. We're now taxing people less as well. Because the Shogunate became too unhappy. Goddamn Shogunate. We could probably make the military happy by changing some of our laws, but I think I'd rather keep going for the public schools right now. What am I doing? I'm thinking about laws. That's what I was thinking about. For example, changing... Yeah, so we could change to a better army structure. And that would actually make everybody happy. It might be a better idea. We can pass... We're not that far into this, doing this. National militia. So that's going to reduce the Shogunate's strength, reduce the armed forces' strength. But everybody wants it. This is a win-win. Do that. As far as all getting our politics under control, if we can pass that, that'll just about get it right. We also need to be building more again. More transport. Well, 2 more transport? Just 1 more transport. I want to keep running a positive. Why has that... Oh, something else finished. Okay. Then I will do another transport. War profiteering. Okay. Less small arms output. People don't like me. People really don't like me. I'll take less small arms output, or no small arms output really. That should be fine though. That shouldn't affect us too much, I don't think. Oh yeah, we now can't sell them to people. Hey, the Shogunate's dropped off of there. That's good. They're happy because we're trying to push through this other thing. Samurai still aren't very happy. That's fine. The more I can reduce the political strength of the parties that don't like me, the better. How does this actually work with regards to our army? So we currently have peasant levies. So that gives us a barracks max level of 25, conscription center max level of 25, military goods cost down, conscription rate up. And then with this new one, we'll be reducing the power of both the Shogunate and the Samurai. We'll have less ability to build barracks, however conscription center max levels will be much higher, and so will our conscription rate. So we'll actually be able to mobilize more battalions, they'll just be conscripts. I think as a temporary change to fix the power in government, that's fine. We can get another building going. What's expensive? We now have demand for groceries, so we can get another one of them going. Actually quite profitable for us. Then we need more rail transport again after that, but I'll wait for one of the existing ones to finish before I pop that in. How are we looking industrial wise? We're fairly well built up. I want to see these two, I guess they're cities rather than towns. I want to see these two places overlapping. That's my goal. Not to improve the lives of everybody in Japan and make us a thriving economy. It's just to get enough buildings to have these two overlapping. Oh, look at the little coal train. That's cool. I like that. I haven't noticed that before. Go, little train, go. Take that wood. Ooh, could we just about afford one more thing? We definitely need more transport still. So I'm going to smash another one of them down wherever it's most profitable, and we can. Oh no, we can't run a positive with that. I'm sorry, guys. I've broken it. It's the end. We're over. Interest is coming down. No more interest, please. We need to not be paying lots of things for no reason. Please, can I take your territory? No. I want to just own all the coast here. I think that'll look good on the map. We'll come to that later. We're not quite at the point where we can start being domineering yet. Our long-term objective to win the game is, of course, to control half the population in the world, I think is hegemony, which is a very difficult thing to do. At least starting as a country like Japan, I think. But we will do it, I promise. And I always keep my promises, and anybody who's watched me for a long time knows that that's a complete fallacy. The price of groceries is just going up. I approve. I approve of the price of groceries going up. Because more pops are consuming them. That means we can just keep making more. I won't push any more grocery factories in until we actually have this one built, though. We can make some tea, though. I think tea is a reasonable thing to build next. The standard of living has almost gone up 3 points like it wanted it to. I just haven't quite managed it. What's making the biggest difference? Grain was bad, but we actually have pushed the price of that down quite a bit. They spend so much money on tobacco. I probably should have built more tobacco places. Cost of iron down, artillery up, wood's about the same. And we can afford another building, I think. Let's go with tobacco, seeing as we were just looking at that. We can make money on tobacco. Ah, we're just negative. We're close, though. If we just reduce our interests a little, our interest payments a little bit more, then we can sort this budget. I'd really like to be able to get rid of this after that. And the consumption taxes. God. We need better taxation. People don't hate me in the government so much anymore, though. The only people that are still unhappy are the samurai. If we actually paid them, then I think they'd only be on -1. I think there's -5 from the fact we're basically not paying them. Yes. What's this? Not feel okay, because parties are a thing later in the game. Well, it depends on... I imagine we don't have parties because we have the Shogunate in charge. Whose clout is very slowly dipping. We just need to keep industrializing, getting people in trade unions and in the industrialists instead. How's the market looking? We're about to build that, which will help with this. Need more tea still. We can keep building more tea plantations. Build me a few just because I can. Look at that, we're maxing out our construction. We're at 75 out of 75. We're only running a 2k deficit. That's good. Very good. And each time we build a new thing and it gets up to capacity in its production, we should hopefully be getting like roughly a K more. Cool, this will balance itself out a bit now. I still think we're going to be running a deficit. Yeah, each of those are 45. Demand, so we'll go up to 90. Demand is currently 102. The deficit won't be nearly so bad in a second, though. Though the demand is probably going to go up along with the access for it. Still need more transportation. Transportation is a major demand of our population. I think that actually, though, they still want more groceries. I'm happy to oblige. Making a lot of money with the groceries. Standard of living is ticking up just a tiny little bit more. Radicals are okay. Loyalists are looking good. GDP is on the up. We did stagnate a little bit for, I'd say, like, here to here, we didn't grow an awful lot. That's because I was messing about trying to make it so the Shogunate didn't blow our heads off. We're 8th worldwide for our GDP, but we're 86th for our GDP per capita. The average person in this country is not particularly rich. We just have a lot of people. Yeah, because we're 7th on population. Behind Britain. Very far behind Qing. I'd like the idea of playing a game as Qing and seeing if I can actually get everybody in jobs. If producing enough jobs for everybody as Qing would be a task in itself. Apparently the cost of iron just dipped. Oh, that's because we finished building things. What do we need? We continue to need more groceries. Just a single one isn't going to be enough, so I'm going to stick another one in there because we're making plenty of money from them. Then more transportation, though we're going to have to start balancing that with our coal in a minute, I think. We should have no peasants up there, so we're not going to do it there. Stick them on the islands, and I'll put one here as well because I can. Then I think... oh, the demand for transportation dropped a bit. Cool. We'll still build what we have queued up because we do still need it. We just don't need it as much as some other things now. Like tools. We need tools. We have a big deficit of tools. These are quite expensive for us. We can make a lot of money having some more of these. Do we perhaps want to put some in a new region, seeing as we make more money from it? I think we do. And we're only running a -2k deficit now, which is good. So I can... oh, coalfield's depleted. That will be part of the issue there. I think we should be safe to run this at maximum output now without worrying about any major issues. Probably help if we have more convoys. Thanks. I will take the free crane. Oh, Scandinavia is a thing, apparently. Radical Scandinavia is fighting Scandinavia. Russia is fighting everybody. It looks like they're trying to form Germany. The United States of America have had a stroke. The UK... Is the East Indian Company free? Where's their... They have a truce with the UK. The East India Company are free, though the UK do still own all the little bits inside them. That's interesting. That just means like most of this side of the world is free real estate, right? The UK's gone ham over here. They're not going to have the same issue I had with oil in the game. I don't know if it's a spoiler. I don't know if I've started having issues with oil yet in my playthrough. It might be about when I start having issues now. Because trying to get oil in this game, if you're not a nation which can drill it itself, is a bit of an issue. We just have to increase our whaling capacity. I could incorporate you. No, you're already incorporated. You're the one that's not. I assume you are as well. Yeah, basically everyone but you is incorporated. Don't want to incorporate it right now because that will reduce the migration, and we do still need more people here. We don't have enough people to work all the jobs up here still. Hey, the Great Hunger is over. Excellent. Hopefully that will help us in some way. We're slowly urbanizing. I think we'll probably end up getting a level 10 center before I get level 5s in most places. In fact, what's the urban center like here now? It's level 9, yeah, so it's almost there. And I'm currently building 2 more things here, so that might push it up to 10. Oh, there we go, it's every 100, so we only need 50 more urbanization, and I bet these produce that. Yeah, there's 20 each, so when one of these completes, we should have our level 10 urban center here. Go on, game. Show me what a level 10 urban center looks like. There we go. Boom. Level 10. Now, what's the other thing it needed? I should have just started this. Oh, I need both. Damn it, I need both. I thought I just needed one. Okay, I guess I better start urbanizing the rest of Japan as well then. So we need to go through and try and get level 5s in as many places as possible. You're 6. You're 4, so you're close. You only need 1 more building. What could we put here that we need? What urban building do I need? Do I get urbanization from railways? Just a little bit. You get 5. How much do I need? Oh, wait. When did we get canneries? What? Did I totally miss when that technology completed? I thought it... Am I being stupid? Wait, I was just here, right? No, of course. Yes, food industries. I never came and looked at this after we actually started building them, did I? So, that is definitely good. Do that. That is definitely good. Do that. That is going to produce less groceries and more liquor. We don't have a demand for liquor right now, so I won't do that. So that should actually greatly increase the number of groceries we're producing, which will fix our demand for that. Cool. Okay, we did a thing. Now, I want to... We'll go back to looking at urbanizing everywhere. So, let's go up to the speed 4. We're in a good spot right now, I think. You need a little bit of urbanization. What can I build that is profitable? Apparently food industry. We definitely need more furniture still. So there we go. We'll put some furniture in there. That'll push them up to level 5. We should now go back to food industries again and look at this. Baking powder. Excellent. That's what I want to see. We need more paper. So you could have a paper mill. Is that going to make me some money? Yes, it is. You have 340 urbanization. You need 500. So we need 160. Each of these produces 20. So I'm definitely not going to do this with just paper mills. So I will just leave the one there. Is there anywhere else that's close? You're quite close. You need 50 more urbanization. Apparently food industries are making us a ton of money. So we will open up a new food industry here. I mean, we can never get enough tools either, so tools can go there as well. Okay, so that's all the level 2 things in production done. Military, I don't care so much about. This is going to matter more soon once we have government back in line. Gotta get the government in line, guys. But I honestly feel like in this game, one of the best things you can do is just keep getting your production tech up. We're almost to the point where we can generate electricity. Ooh. I'm going to want improve. I'm going to start using my fertilizer. And okay, so I got a phone call and had to take that and step away from the computer for a minute. Unfortunately, because I'm an idiot, I left the game unpaused. So I don't know what may have happened in the meantime. The samurai group don't like me again though, because there's no way I'm paying that. We look like we have some buildings finished. Not all of them are finished though, so hopefully not too much time has passed. Fingers crossed. Not interested in getting the liquor there. Our most expensive thing right now is tobacco. We would actually be improving people's quality of life by bringing the cost of tobacco down, so I think we can do that. And we can actually produce 4 at a time. That's pretty great. And we're still in the positive, guys. We're absolutely raking it in now. I mean, obviously we have really awful taxes and things like that, but this is a net positive. We're heading in the right direction. We need to continue urbanizing everywhere. Although I don't think tobacco is going to really do that. But the people must have their smokes. Japanese people spend so much money on tobacco. It's literally 17% of their expenses for the lower strata. What about the higher ones? They spend less money on tobacco. But they do still spend it. And you guys are, yeah, about the same as the middle ones, actually. Are you guys buying groceries, by the way? You are indeed, yes. Everybody likes some groceries. God, they built fast. I am on speed 4 right now. Coal. We need more coal. Does coal increase urbanization? It does. Excellent. So some more of this will be good. Although we probably already have high urbanization everywhere that it matters. Probably not Hokkaido. Hokkaido, what's your urbanization? Quite low. So you can have some more coal mines. 4, yeah, we'll do 4. We can build 4 things at a time now, so that looks like a good way of doing it. Standard living went up a little bit more. It feels like it's taking a long time to pass national militia. We actually have enactment time down by 8% as well. Laws take so long to push through. I see why governments have issues in real life. I feel like I'm probably having the same sort of issues actual governments have now. Their clout is about the same because it did that little jump up. I don't know what caused that. Do we have enough universities? We do not. We need more universities. We could build some more of them. So if I were to build a level 5, it's going to cost roughly, I'm going to say 1.8. Where do we have a high population of peasants? Chubu. You get a level 5 university now. Because I want to continue trying to push education in our country. We will have an educated population at some point. And we can afford to do that right now. The more educated people are, the better it'll be in the long run. I really want to remove all those consumption taxes, but they make us so much money! We're not making nearly as much from tariffs as I would like. We could maybe look at building more shipyards as we go forward so that we can do more trading. We have a little bit of trade going now, but very little realistically. How long do universities take to build? Are they expensive to build? 300 construction. That's not too awful. Yeah, it's less than... Oh, no, wait. Oh, no, I think they're... Is that for all of the ones I've built already? Might be. Doesn't... No, I think it's... I want to say it's 300 construction per university. That would make sense, I think. Maybe. We have some more authority again. Where did that come from? Oh, we probably had something that was giving us like a negative percentage go away, didn't we? Would it be a good thing for me to enact another consumption tax? Oh, we could tax transportation, although luxury furniture is a better choice right now. At least as a like per authority thing. But having the authority is good because it's going to allow us to push through laws quicker. So I'm not going to put another tax in. We're in the green now. We're looking good. We're also building some more universities, having built the coal mines. What should come after coal? More transport again, it looks like. The demand for railways is just skyrocketing. To be fair, I keep building farms as well, which I think they're all set to use railways now. So that will be affecting it. More railways, please. We must improve the transportation lives of our subjects. Also, Shogunate, please go away. They're supported by aristocrats, clergymen, and mostly the aristocrats. And farmers. So I need to reduce the number of aristocrats, really. The way of doing that is moving away from farms. But obviously we need farms for some things. Well, I think the best thing we can do is... I don't know, how many aristocrats are realistically being made each time I make a farm? So, it's 100 aristocrats per level, but... And clergymen, which also support the shogunate to some degree. But... as we make more urbanization and things, that will not matter so much, I think, maybe. Fingers crossed. Things and words. Must be true for 10 years. We need them to not be powerful for 10 years. That actually sounds quite difficult. Say, unless doing this makes a big difference. Which we are working on. I didn't see... Do the... do the universities produce urbanization? They do. Where was I building them? And is it somewhere that actually needed urbanization? It's a bit late to change it now, but we can at least have a look. Chubu. Where was Chubu? Here. I don't... No, you didn't need urbanization. You just need more people being taught. So this, I reckon, will produce us about another 20, which will nearly get us to our cap. So we need just a few more universities. Technology spread is based on a base value literacy, then it's reduced because we're an unrecognized major power and we have censorship. The result is a technological spread of between blah and blah, invested each week in technologies that are spreading to us. Okay. Yes, we're producing more innovation. We must innovate. We will become flying superhumans in giant mechs and with lots of tentacles everywhere. Ah, Japan jokes. Now, what do we need? More transportation. We are doing a bit of that, but that's not going to be enough, so I'm happy to build more. I want to build it in places that need further urbanization. Like here. Is anywhere close? You're at 4. You're very close. A couple of railways here would do the trick. And then it's probably down here we want to do as well. I'm going to stick a couple railways here as well. That's not going to be enough, obviously, but it's a step in the right direction. Kanto, more loyalists, or minimum expected standard of living for upper strata up, but more loyalists again. What's the minimum expected standard of living? Minimum expected is currently 17.4 and we have 23.9. So we need to look at fertilizers. I say the party will never end. Let's look at the fertilizers before we go and change anything else. Fertilizer. That's going to make a very small additional profit. That's because there's only one thing there. That's going to make a lot more. That's all we can actually use it for. Oh, I'm going to stick that there just because I can. We need to encourage people to use the railways. We can also use nitroglycerin, but we don't actually have any explosives yet, and I don't like the ridiculously high mortality rate with it. So I'm going to wait till we have dynamite before I start doing that. More technology. Let's go with dynamite. That will then mean we can produce a lot more from our mines. Standard of living is continuing to go up. GDP is up, literacy is up. The population isn't really changing that much. Radicals are down a little bit. And loyalists are up a little bit. Can we get this passed through on this tick? Probably not. Construction sector max level and more infrastructure. Sounds good to me. And I think now is a reasonable place to call it. I don't know how long I was away earlier. I don't think it was too long. Say for me, I've been recording this episode for 40 minutes now, but that includes the time I stepped away to take the call and left the game running. So Oh, look, North Germany has formed. That's a way of taking away from the fact I don't know what I'm saying. Nothing else of interest is happening, though. I like the fact that East India Company is free. That's cool. But we are doing well. We're nearly urbanized enough, I think. 55%. Any building is currently an urban center. Level is greater than or equal to 5. Yeah, we must nearly be there now. When the current railways are done, that might tick up high enough. We'll see. Oh, there was one place I didn't look. We have this is a state, isn't it? The urban size here is pathetic. It is a state, right? Yeah, so we could do a building up here as well. Why is it so bad here? It's because there is some workers. I guess I've just been neglecting it. We have a lot of trade going in and out of here. We do not have a lot of fish, though. They're losing fish. I guess the fish aren't worth enough compared to the clippers. We could do with more convoys. That's something I should probably look at. The governmental expenses do currently far outweigh the taxes that will be paid with it, though. When this decides how much money it's making for us, does it take the taxation capacity it's gaining into account? I feel like it doesn't. I also feel like we need to tax people. No, less taxes. Anyway, that's all for now, while I get my head on straight and decide what I actually want to do. Hey look, the industrialists are now powerful. That's just happened. That'll tell us what the cap is for being powerful. 20%. We need to get the Shogunate below 20%. There we go. Thank you for watching. I've been James Rose, and I will take my rambling elsewhere for now. Until next time, though, have a very nice day. Bye-bye.